Tower Bridge is just over 100 years old, but its Gothic style makes it look much older.
That's no matter. Tower Bridge was designed to harmonize with a much older landmark on the coast. The rectangular stone portrait with the dome turret at each corner. This is the legendary Tower of London, now almost 1,000 years old.
A huge grey and blue British warship named the HMS Belfast is permanently moored along the south bank. During World War II, the Belfast fired its guns to protect the landmark depot. Today, it's a floating museum with 9 decks open to the public. Does London Bridge look especially historic? Maybe not at first. After all, this particular bridge is only a few decades old. But it's at least the 5th bridge that stood here. The Romans built the first London Bridge almost 2,000 years ago.
The wooden bridge that stood here in the year 1014 was pulled down by Viking warriors. That's probably where the nursery rhyme, London Bridge is falling down, got started. Parts of London Bridge fell down many times over the centuries, but it was always rebuilt.
Queen Elizabeth II opened the latest London Bridge in 1973. If you travel to the USA, you can see the previous bridge. An American bought it, shipped it across the Atlantic, and rebuilt it stone by stone in Lake Havasu City, Arizona.
Nestled amongst the modern buildings on the south bank floats a Tudor galleon painted black with red and gold trim, and 2 crow's nests on its mast. It's an exact replica of the Golden Hind, the flagship commanded by Sir Francis Drake on his historic voyage around the world. Why did Drake set off this daring quest? For the glory of England, of course.
Unofficially, it's also more than likely that Queen Elizabeth I encouraged him to loot any Spanish treasure ships he encountered on the way. Drake returned laden with riches, and the Queen's share of that stupendous wealth amounted to an estimated £600,000 in 1580, the equivalent of many millions today, more than enough to pay off the country's national debt.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo?
Not exactly. Did you know Juliet was originally played by a boy? Acting was considered an indecent profession for women, so young men played all the female characters. Wealthy playgoers could afford to sit in covered galleries around the sides of the theatre. Common folk stood in the yard. People didn't bathe often back then, and they had a habit of chewing garlic, which they thought protected them from the plague. Imagine trying to play Hamlet or Lady Macbeth to an audience that, quite frankly, stank.
Today, some playgoers still stand in the yard at Shakespeare's Globe. But modern hygiene makes attending plays more pleasant than it was in Shakespeare's day. The Great Grey Door was St. Paul's Cathedral rises dramatically from the highest point in London. A cathedral dedicated to St. Paul has stood there for over 1,000 years. St. Paul's is an active place of worship in the Church of England, the national church of Great Britain. It is also a popular tourist attraction.
From the cathedral floor, you'll have a breathtaking view of the painted inner dome. If you have strong legs, you can climb the stairs leading to the top. Partway up is a circular balcony known as the Whispering Gallery. Ask a friend to stand on the opposite side, then turn to the wall and speak in a whisper. The gallery's acoustics are so perfect that you can hear each other. 528 steps up from the cathedral floor, you'll reach the Golden Gallery. It has a glorious 360-degree view of London and the Thames. Your legs may feel like jelly, but trust me, it's worth the climb.
In the cathedral's underground crypt, you'll find tombs and monuments commemorating British national heroes like Lord Nelson and the Duke of Wellington. You'll also find the tomb of Sir Christopher Wren, who dedicated 39 years of his life to designing St. Paul's and supervising its construction. His moving epitaph in Latin translates as, "Reader, if you seek his monument, look around you." On June 3rd, 2012, a million spectators line the banks and bridges of the Thames.
Here they come!
Everyone in London seemed to be there, waving the British flag as more than 600 boats every time floated past, from giant battleships to tiny sculls, including the entire city cruises. Queen Elizabeth II rode in a royal red barge with other members of the royal family. This was the Thames Diamond Jubilee pageant, marking the 60th anniversary of the Queen's coronation.
It was an especially proud moment for London's watermen. Licensed watermen operate many of the boats that carry passengers on the River Thames. Throughout London's history, the city has relied on boats for transportation, food and commerce. Back when there was only one bridge across the Thames, London Bridge, watermen were the equivalent on the North Bank, the city of Westminster, headquarters of Great Britain's government. Westminster's most famous landmark is the clock tower of the Houses of Parliament. You probably call it Big Ben, but technically you can't see Big Ben. That's actually the name of the largest bell inside the clock tower.
A light shines above the 4 clock faces on the tower to signal that Parliament is in session. Another sign that Parliament is hard at work is a Union Jack flying from the Houses of Parliament, just beyond the clock tower. This splendid neo-Gothic building is officially known as the Palace of Westminster. To give you an idea just how massive that palace is, the flag on top is the size of a tennis court. We're approaching our next stop at Westminster Pier. Please remain seated until the boat stops moving. If Westminster is your destination, be sure to take all your belongings with you and return your audio guide to a member of the crew. Thank you for choosing City Cruises.